in life we come across somebody who behaves little differently. He looks as if he is controlling the whole world. He shows that he is always right, rest of them are not. He wants to push his ideas across, otherwise if people don't understand, he gets angry. Such personalities, when we see, we label them as egoistic people. These people are such that others would like to keep away from them, because this ego creates a hell of a problem for others' life, in other people's life. And so others say that we don't have ego, he has ego. But now let's understand how to identify whether you have ego or you don't have ego. According to yoga, every human has ego. Proportions vary. Its manifestation varies, but ego is there. Of course, a baby is born, baby has no ego. A little child, 1 year old, who has done some mischief and father spanks him, and child cries for 2 minutes, but again goes and hugs father, and he has no regret about it. He doesn't remember that father made him, because he has no ego. But as we grow, we instill ego in children. We tell them that, look, this is your bag, this is your sister, this is your house, this is your school. So this me and mine comes, and ego starts. It's my place, my house, my mother, my this, my that. And ego starts. But that is required to live life. You should know where you have to go. You should know which school you are in. You should know what your responsibilities are, and so on and so forth. So this me and mine is important. That proportion is important. But when it goes out of proportion, and as we grow big, ego also grows big. Me and mine increases. So many things become mine. This is my pen, this is my house, this is my place, and so on and so forth. And don't like others to take over. Sometimes some people can share, but still me and mine remains. So now yoga says that as long as this me and mine is to understand what I am and what is my duties, what am I supposed to do, that is fine. But when I impose my ideas on others, when I am not listening at others, I am just imposing my ideas on others, my ego is going more. Maybe I'll put it in different words. If someone says something and I get hurt, my ego is high. If someone imposes his idea and you are fighting against it, your ego is high. You do what you want to do, but don't get affected by it. If you get hurt, if you worry, if you get tensed, if you are upset with situations, if you cry because situations don't match with your thinking, all this reflects that you have ego. And every human has this ego. But now we have to work at it. We have to understand that there is something like self-esteem, self-respect. Somebody tells you, you are not doing your work properly. Now, if ego, then you get hurt. If self-esteem, then you listen. It is his opinion. You don't have to do anything. You improve if you find there is something missing. But you don't emotionally get upset about it. Then it is self-esteem. You are confident about yourself, that I am going to progress, I am moving further. But getting hurt, getting disturbed, you don't do. So a person with self-esteem is always positive, is always progressive in life. Nothing disturbs him. He knows about himself. Nothing disturbs him. He doesn't demand respect from others. He respects himself. You uplift yourself. Let others say what they want to say. That's not your concern. In the world, somebody will say good about you, somebody will say bad about you. Somebody will cooperate with you, somebody will not cooperate with you, but that should not bother. As and when we should function as we are functioning, but you should have confidence in yourself. You should know who you are, what you can do, what you can't do. That is willpower, strength, self-esteem. So self-esteem, the person comes to this level only when he is a matured person, when he is doing his duties well, when he is gaining more and more knowledge about life and situation, when he is functioning in a very detached way. Why did you tell me this? No, he told, fine. Why should I get affected by it? So you are detached. When he lives life like this, then he develops self-esteem. So in life, we have to slowly learn to identify our ego and understand what self-esteem means. Aishwarya, that is self-esteem. Ego is ahankar. In ego, I demand things from others. In self-esteem, I am confident about myself. I demand nothing from anybody. I expect nothing from anybody. I am I. I know myself. And I am confident. Nothing disturbs me. That is self-esteem. So, this understanding between these two things, there is a very thin line between this identifying ego and self-esteem. So, try and identify. If we are touchy, if we are hurt, if we are disturbed, if we want others to behave in our way, if when things don't go rightly we get disturbed, all these things means we have ego. But let world say anything, I have confidence in myself. I know what I am doing. I have thought before doing anything and I am moving ahead. Hurdles are going to be on the path. I know how to move around and I move ahead. Not dependent on others giving me applause or others telling me good about myself. Not dependent on anyone. I am moving ahead because I am confident. I have willpower. And that's how the self-esteem comes. So try and develop more self-esteem and reduce ego. Ego is klesha. It is a big hurdle on the path of progress. Person should be humble. Person should be calm. Person should be giving respect to others. Person should be gentle. Person should see good only in others, only good in others, and learn to live with anybody as they are. That is self-esteem. So let's work on ourselves.